I'm sorry to say that I'm not the best person to ask regarding this matter. Hello peeps, how are you guys doing? Kamusta kayo dyan? It's been a while since we saw each other, since I saw you and since you saw me. But I miss you all and I'm glad you are here. Thanks for clicking this video. But if you are new in the channel, my name is Jace and I'm making videos about my life here in the UK as a nurse, as an overseas worker, as a vlogger, or as a content creator. So if you're interested in one of those, consider subscribing to the channel now by clicking the red button right there and activate the bell so you will be instantly updated whenever we have new contents in the channel. Right, so I just want to introduce you to this new segment in the channel called May Nagtanong. May Nagtanong in English means someone asked. And I know if there's someone who asked, there's 10 more people looking for answer for that question, right? I've got my child next to me, so don't worry about the noise. She's joining me every time. So you might be wondering why I'm speaking in English. Well, I thought in some of my videos I need to speak in English. So in this segment, I'm gonna be answering 2 to 3 questions that you dropped in one of my previous videos, or maybe on Facebook or Instagram. And having that mentioned, let's meet on Instagram. The links are in the description below for Instagram and Facebook. I hope to meet you there, and you can ask me questions about travel, lifestyle, my life as a UK nurse, my life as an overseas worker, my life as a creator. So without further ado, let's roll the intro. So in this first May Nagtanong video, I'm gonna be answering 2 work-related videos, and the first one is from Esther Akinwande. Maybe she is a nurse from Africa and she was asking, how can I be a bank staff in the UK as a registered nurse, and can you suggest some recommendable bank? Right, so first of all, Esther, thank you so much for dropping this question, and I'm sorry if I haven't replied to your comment yet. I just scanned all the comments in my videos that I haven't responded to yet, and you came as the top one 6 hours ago. So first of all, I would say you have to be a UK registered nurse. So you should be registered with Nursing and Midwifery Council of the UK, and for you to be able to do that, you have to pass examinations, which has 2 phases. For non-UK residents, it's the theoretical and the practical, and also in addition to that, you need to pass your English language proficiency. There's a lot of S. Your English language proficiency examination. Could be IELTS or OET. So yes, English language use proficiency, then theoretical exam, and then practical examination, or called OSCE if you are a non-UK, non-EU practicing nurse overseas. Right? That's the first thing. You have to be registered if you want to do bank shift in any hospitals here in the UK. Number 2, if you want to do bank shifts in any hospitals here in the UK, you need to have their Competency Packs. Okay, what are those? Where basically there's a lot. It depends as well on which trust or which hospital you're going to be working in or doing your shift in. But essentially, you need to have IV medication pack or IV drug infusion pack, because that is just one of the things that a nurse on a ward or in a given facility or department needs to do, giving IV medication. And in relation to that is of course your oral medication packs. So you need to be able to give intravenous medication and oral medications, and it will take time for someone to be able to accomplish those packs or competencies, because you need to do a lot of paperwork and return demonstrations. But yes, that's number 2. I've already told you 2 things you need to do, and to those other people who wants to do bank shifts as well. Number 3, you have to have some particular trainings, like the IV infusion pump training. Of course, some of the medication has to be given in a certain amount of time, not as a bolus. So we are using pumps like some antibiotics and other medications per se. And so that is just an example. Another one is moving and handling training, because I would say in a given shift you will be required to transfer a patient from chair to bed, or the other way around, or maybe from one bed to another, or from bed to commode, or maybe from stretcher to bed. Those movement of the patient and handling of the patient requires a particular training provided by the trust. So that is another thing. There must be a lot of other trainings that one should be able to comply with or acquire before doing bank shifts. Number 4, you have to be registered with the staff bank department, or the office, or the group of people who are managing bank staff. So the best thing to do is of course to call the particular trust that you want to work in and direct yourself to the right people who can help you with this. And that is actually my tip number 5, to really call them, because I'm sure there's no two bank offices from two different trusts or hospitals that are the same. So that's the number 5 thing that I suggest you do, to call the bank office of that particular hospital for you to be guided accordingly. Again, thank you so much, Esther, for dropping that question. Now let's head on to question number 2, given to us by Hina Sayed. And Hina Sayed is asking, I am coming to UK as a new paramedic. How will it be? Well, congratulations, Hina. I don't know if I pronounced your name properly. Let me know in the comment section below. And congratulations for this big step of your life, of your career, coming to UK as a new paramedic. Well, I am a nurse. I'm sorry to say that I'm not the best person to ask regarding this matter, but there are a couple of things I can tell you for you to be able to gain some information out of this, and at least to give you a good response for your questions in one of my videos. So here in the UK, paramedics are one of the group of professionals who should be registered with the Health and Care Professional Council of the UK, or HCPC, including like ODP or Operating Department Practitioners. Same with the paramedics. For us nurses, it's the Nursing and Midwifery Council, but for paramedics and ODPs, or including other professionals, healthcare professionals, it should be under the HCPC. In the UK, it's called H, not H. So yeah, HCPC. Go to their website and you will get the best guidance, www.hcpc-uk.org. So yeah, go to that webpage and you will get the information you need. Number 2 that I suggest you search for is the gov.uk, and these recommendations, these websites will at least be in the top 5 recommendations when you search it over Google. So type Paramedics UK on Google, then you will see the HCPC and the gov.uk. So that's going to be very helpful for you. And another thing I would suggest, you go to Facebook and search for some HCPC or paramedics group here in the UK, and you will get in contact with many people who are already paramedic, who are already been practicing paramedics here in the UK. In my own personal experience, I got to work with some paramedics during their training. So I don't know if they're already called paramedics or paramedic students. When I was an anesthetic practitioner, they get to work with us for a day or 2, maybe 3, to practice how to intubate, how to insert endotracheal tube, how to do back valve mask oxygenation, and how to place their hand on the mask, how to get the tempo of pressing the mask to deliver oxygen, how to time it in relation to the breathing pattern of the patient, how to observe the sign that the patient is breathing, and how to check if the endotracheal tube is in the right place. All those things they do with us, with the anesthetist or anesthesiologist here in the UK, and anesthetic practitioner or anesthetic nurse. So we help them with their training. And now, me working as a dialysis nurse, we have lots of patients who go with the ambulance, and the ambulance are of course manned or staffed by paramedics. So they do this thing like moving the patient from bed to stretcher or maybe to chair, and of course send them safely to their usual place of residence. Also, in some emergency situations, our dialysis facility is actually a satellite facility. So during emergency situations, we call on paramedics for them to transfer the patient to a high dependency facility or in a hospital essentially, and they do all those things, the advanced assessment and intervention needed by the patient. But yes, I would suggest go to HCPC website, get in contact with people who are already practicing this profession here in the UK, and I'm sure you'll be able to get the information that you require. So we'll end this video here, and I'm thankful to these people dropping questions. There's like maybe tens, hundreds of questions since the last 2 years that people are dropping, and maybe in my future videos I have to speak in Tagalog, and hopefully, especially if it's non-work related, if it's about my lifestyle here in the UK, I have to speak in Tagalog for the benefit of the majority, including myself, because I'm struggling. But I'm hoping I was able to address your question, or maybe at least get something informative out of this video. And if you do, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any other more questions, don't hesitate to write down in the comment section. I read all the comments, at least give them a heart or a thumbs up. Even if I'm not going to be able to respond to them yet, the soonest time possible, I will try my best to, if necessary, answer them in a video like this. I hope you guys like this new segment, and more to come to come because this is easy to make, and it's about the information that I provide. It's not about the pop-ups or the effects or the scenery, you know. It's about the information that I provide in this segment. So thank you again for staying after this point. But this is your buddy Jay signing off, leaving you the words: always share a smile and spread the love, because life is delicious. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.